a cutting-edge surgery that's giving new hope to stroke victims. Could a delicate nerve transplant actually reverse paralysis? David MUIR is here with the story. Good morning, David.
Yeah, this could be a really major breakthrough, Chris and Kate. In fact, it's a nerve transplant surgery, and never before has it been used on a stroke patient. But this morning, a New Jersey father is recovering from the surgery, and in the coming weeks and months, doctors hope he'll regain use of the side of the body that before surgery he couldn't use. Inside this New Jersey operating room, Vinny Filippini, a 44-year-old father of two who suffered a stroke, has little use of his right side. He can't use his right arm at all. So doctors are trying a groundbreaking approach, taking nerves from his legs and connecting them to the right arm he can't use.
This is the first time that we've done it for a stroke patient.
Dr. Elkwood says only half of Vinny's brain is working, comparing it to a house, where only half of the outlets are working. Again, he's taking nerves from the legs, forming what he calls an extension cord of sorts, and running that cord through the body, through the so-called hallways of the house, bypassing the brain that's not working, and actually creating a nerve tunnel across Vinny's chest to reach his bad arm, and hopefully bringing new life to the nerves in the arm that right now doesn't work.
He has a long road ahead of him. We won't know if the surgery was successful for about 6 months to 1 year.
It is a long time to wait, but for his wife, it's well worth it. Doctors say the surgery went as planned. And doctors say if it works for Vinny, it could work for thousands of others.
We are very hopeful that it really will change lives.
We're hopeful here, too. And as you heard the doctor say, Vinny does have a long road ahead. Those nerves now need to regrow along that grafted extension cord, as the doctor calls it. The nerves grow about an inch a month, and the hope is that his right arm will be his helper arm, not fully restored, but someday able just to simply help him with the tasks that he used to do with it.
Now, in terms of helping him recover from the stroke in general, they're also doing speech therapy, right?
In conjunction, right, in addition to, and they say he's responding very well to speech therapy. So this is a father with children who might get his quality of life back.
Just holds so much promise for all the folks. I mean, I think everybody knows somebody who's suffered a stroke.
Yeah.
Wow. David, thank you so much.
You got it.
Who is the happier, men or women? Now, the Journal of Happiness Studies conducted a study on that question, and just in case your subscription to that journal may have expired, we have the results. But who could report this story objectively? We finally decided to assign a woman, Sharon Alfonsi, and a man, David MUIR.
Researchers looked at 47,000 men and women. Can I ask you a quick question about happiness?
I'm too hot to think about it.
At lunch, many of the women too busy, but the men were all game.
Are you happy?
Very happy.
These gentlemen, all in their 50s, all happy.
I have my house, it's paid, I have a couple of cool cars, I take vacations.
They talked a lot about what they have, which is precisely what the study showed, that reaching material goals does in fact drive a lot of happiness. But for women, it's far more than just material, it's maternal.
We just arrived today from Illinois, and I'll tell you, he had to put the suitcases in the car, and I did everything else. So I'm stressed and unhappy. And
So your husband right over here, can you see this?
Yeah, my twins.
He's the happier one?
Yeah, I think so.
Researchers charted their findings. Women are happier than men in their 20s and 30s, working and raising their family. But at 48, it shifts.
So think of it like this. The top of the escalator, the happiest. I'm in my mid-30s, so things don't look so bad.
Yes, but I'm in my mid-30s too, and researchers say as I get older, I get happier. But some of the women we met today said, not so fast. In their 40s, women might have finished raising the kids or have divorced, or both, and realize they're not as financially secure as men.
But men have their own theories.
Well, I think that a part of it could be hormonal. I think as they get older, the hormones get a little wacky and stuff.
Is there any part of this explanation that could be that men are the ones making women more miserable as they get older?
I think you're right.
You think I'm right?
The camera stays here.
Researchers may have published their final word, but the debate over just who's happiest could stretch well past middle age. Sharon Alfonsi
and David MUIR, ABC News, New York. And finally tonight here, had enough of Christmas yet? Might seem like an odd question, but one group of grumpy old men have, at least the commercialization of Christmas. ABC's Miguel Marquez introduces us to the Bah Humbug Club.
Christmas is a humbug.
Hollywood loves a Scrooge. Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol is a Christmas essential. In this charming seaside village at this traditional English pub.
Bah humbug.
These grumpy guys, fed up with the commercial overhyping of Christmas as early as September, started the Bah Humbug Club.
The greeting coming into the pub is Bah Humbug. And if it isn't said, then you have a problem.
And these are the rules. The club, in its third year, has simple rules. Don't utter the word Christmas. Don't even think about singing carols. Not knowing them, even better.
You don't know anything about chestnuts roasting on an open fire? Jack Frost nipping at you? No.
Christmas is alive and well here. Down the street at Jane's Salon, Chris Duff had a question for me.
Are they mainly men that are in this?
As far as I know, they are mainly men, yes.
Yeah, well.
What does that say to you?
Miserable lot, aren't they?
There are a couple of women in the club, and all the money raised from fines goes to a local charity. The club is growing. There are now international humbugs, but this year, what's making headlines is right on the clubhouse menu. Reindeer.
You're eating Rudolph in the spirit of Christmas.
Yes, indeed. If that makes any sense, we are indeed.
Next year, a theme song is in the works and Bah Humbug cards. Maybe you can find them in stores, say, next September. Just in time for Christmas. Miguel Marquez, ABC News, Walton-on-the-Naze, England.
And that is World News for this Sunday. I'm David MUIR here in New York. From all of us here at ABC News, have a good night.